Good morning, good morning. Oh, they said it was going to rain. We got the Niners versus the Chiefs today. I'll be putting out wide receivers and running backs today also. Appreciate that like. And Russ, if you're watching this, or if you watch this later, I watched some of those. I watched Nebraska beat the mess out of Michigan. Penn State looked okay versus Iowa. If we want to talk about college basketball, Indiana Hoosiers are absolutely horrible. But I gotta talk about them later. Talk about this 2 inches of rain I've gotten. And I just transplanted that. What's up, Sparky? Russ, I actually watched Nebraska whoop the dog mess out of Michigan. Michigan ain't shit in wrestling either. Cheers. Hey, I can't say anything about being tore up. Purdue tore our asses up too, there, Russ. Well, I'm not saying nothing. I don't know who I would go for in wrestling. Don't really watch it till you got me stuck on it, Russ. Good morning, everybody. It's a rainy, cool day here in Texas. I got my decaf. Yeah, but I don't even know who to cheer for. I wonder if wrestling has a fantasy league. I have to look into that. I know they got props. I know they got betting props there, Russ. Cheers, Pops. Hey, Pops, remember I told you about my best friend needed an alternator? Total cost of that was $450. No, dude, they do fantasy in college. I mean, fantasy in wrestling. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think they could do fantasy and wrestling because wrestling goes by points. Yeah, for almost well, it was $100 for labor and like 350 something for the part. I think so. Yeah. Trying to think if I ever put in an alternator. Me and my friend John used to put in a lot of parts of cars. No, we did a starter. John taught me how to check for a starter. If the starter's going bad, he said, take this hammer and just hit it. If the car starts, it's bad. Believe that shit? He was a jarhead, though. Right? Russ, Indiana got their ass beat on national TV last night, man. It was pathetic. You used to hit it with a hammer. Be like, hold my cigarette. Not everybody, Russ. I'm very glad I don't know your middle name. Because sometimes you make me want to go to that level. That first half, I thought we had a chance. In the second half, it was like, yeah, my friend thought I was weird when I told her that. And I said, well, if you think that's weird, you know what you can do to get rid of the erosion on your battery plugs? Coke. Especially when you hit your knuckles, huh, Pops? Well, that's good there, Sparky, because those donuts aren't good for you. So, that definitely is not good for you there, Sparky. I got 4 people in here and only one like. Yeah, you suckers. All we're doing is we're talking about cars now. What up, Toxic? Shoot, we chilling, talking about cars. My best friend had to replace her alternator and it cost around 450 some odd dollars. Yeah, that's true. Sure, right? I was trying to figure out if I ever done a pulley. That was fucking hard to do. Yeah, but I think that has gone. I think that's gone there, Russ. I know on my part it is because I can't go on his lives like that. I'm trying to figure out the power steering pump. That's what I had to replace. In the belt to the power steering pump. That shit's a bitch. You had to have a special tool to do that. You guys know that? We all have, man. We all have. That's why, Russ, you need to start. This fool said a sixth grade girl. That's why I got to keep. I want to keep this live private. We all love Chris, but damn, I get my address put out because of another channel, so I'm good. You know how well Russ, everybody know how it made. Well, Chris know how it makes me feel that he has over 3,000 subscribers, and I'm busting my ass for this channel. But anyways, right? If y'all could get the likes up, you know the crazy thing about that toxic, and then I'm gonna let this rest. Is people don't know what has been said to Chris off social media. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all could get the likes up, I greatly appreciate it. Oh, I haven't given up, Pops. And I've talked to Chris about that too. I got the NFL Combine's coming up, and then March Madness coming up. I'm gonna be too busy for another channel. And Pops, you can also attest to what I've said to Christopher off the site. People act like we don't tell Chris anything about himself. We do. And I know I'm going to have to make this private, or I'm going to have to do it to where people can't use this video, you know? But I am looking into, since my roommate is a retired uh, civilian police officer, civilian helper, whatever that is, she's going to look into cyber crime, especially with personal information. So I never thought I would say this, Russ, but I literally had to use a screenshot so that I could show these. Uh, and then I showed my roommate, and she's going to look into it for me. But the thing is, here's the thing. We all know Chris has potential, but he's been honest. He's been babied his whole life. I know I've told Chris that, look, I'm backing away. I've told Chris this offline to people. I am backing away. And this was prior to my address being given out. Sparky, you were in the Vietnam War, so that right there says a lot of stuff, okay? But Chris was never brought up like we were. I mean, I would love to sleep in till 9 o'clock or, a decent hour, but we had chores to do growing up, and then it was the military, so all love though. I don't know if I would have changed my upbringing for anything. But do I wish I could sleep in? Fuck yeah. Do I wish that I had this social media back in the 80s? Absolutely. Can you imagine technology back in the 80s? But all I want to do with this channel is have fun and talk about sports. I love talking about sports. I get Russ on to talk about Ohio State. I forgot, Pops, I forgot to send you the Go Live link. I want to have Pops on for Michigan. I'm going to have Sparky on for basketball. No way. For the offensive coordinator or for what? Head coach? Yeah, I think. Well, wow. Wow. Chip might think he's going to get the. Chip Kelly thinks he's going to get the Ohio State head coaching job then next year, huh? Why would he go from a head coaching job to OC? Well, breaking news, people. Chip Kelly, the bum ass head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles who trashed that team, is an OC for Ohio State. Uh oh. It raining pretty hard, y'all. UCLA sucks, anyways. Oh, they did say it was going to start raining hard at 5. No, it's 4:30, man. It's about 50 something. 50 and rainy. I gotta make this channel private or make this room or make this live private because there's a lot of people in here. So we're not gonna bring up any other channels. Deal? Russ, your team is still ass though, okay? And so is Michigan. Which, by the way, we both beat in basketball, Michigan and Ohio State, by the way. So don't forget that. Royal Rumble coming up. I got too much stuff coming up. I just think they're going to look through all these comments. Right? No, no, Pops, no. Every day is beating Michigan Day. That's facts. And thank God we got rid of Sam Hartman. Because I think if we played Ohio State this year, we would beat you guys. Because y'all don't, I don't know how we let Bill O'Brien or Bill O'Reilly beat us. Yes, we would. Russ said that quick. You see that, Sparky? He said that quickly. Right, Pops? I heard if Izzy doesn't do better and coaching Michigan State, he's about to be fired too. You guys had a good quarterback. Y'all just threw him underneath the bus. I don't have Alexa on me, so he said within seconds from losing to Michigan, your coach said it was a quarterback's problem. Quarterback said, fuck this. I'm in the transfer portal. Syracuse picked him up. I didn't think anybody picked him up, actually. What's good, everybody that just came in? If y'all could hit the like button, I greatly appreciate it. Stop it. Sparky, you cheering for them? Your IU credentials have been revoked. Damn shame they're toxic. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Michigan is like 2-9 in the conference. Indiana don't need no help. We're fucking. Uh, we are just not physical. Yes, they need to. That'd be like Indiana firing Bobby Knight. I thought they were going to shut the basketball program down. I thought, well, that's the end of Indiana basketball. And since then, we have absolutely sucked. We get sucked every year. Bobby Knight passes away and you lose to Purdue. Not once, but twice get humiliated. Humiliated. I turned my phone off. My cousins have been calling me every single hour. Purdue does not run Indy because, let me explain to you there, Russ. Purdue doesn't have a national championship, so they run absolutely nothing. They're one and done. I think it might have been his off-court antics, or when he choked the shit out of a player. But I'm talking about, I love Bobby Knight, the coach. He knew his basketball, but his off-field, off-court antics, oh shit, no. Pretty sure it's disheartening what Bobby Knight did. It is. And he would definitely be canceled, fired, and ridiculed in today's society. Uh, I'd have to look it up, Russ. Right? There's a, hey, I don't, some of what I've heard his off court antics were, I definitely don't stand by. But if you took Bobby Knight's brain for basketball, I would greatly appreciate that. If we could just take his brain, put it to the side, I want to be on the side of the brain and not the person. The college basketball brain. But I went to a couple of his camps, man, and he can see the plays before they happen. He'll tell you why you in this certain position like this because of what the defense is going to do, like at least 4 plays ahead. The guy was a genius when it came to basketball. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a dick. He literally, on camera, choked a player. That I don't stand by. I don't know if it was in practice either. I don't know if it was in practice or a real game, but yeah. And then he literally, I think he was playing Purdue too. We were playing Purdue. I watched it. He literally picked that chair up and threw it at somebody. Dude, there's so many times Bobby Knight would be fired in this day and age. It'd be pathetic. Dude, he hated everything that was on that sideline. When he got mad, everything was against him. Even if you were moved an inch, like in your defensive position, if you weren't in the right stance, he would go ballistic. He used to beat on chairs. But him and the head coach for Purdue, I think it's Gene Kelly or Gene Cadian. Those games are classic. Uh-oh. Here I got somebody speeding down a wet ass street. I got 7 people in here. Can I get some of the people that are watching? Who is your favorite college basketball team? And why is it Indiana? Toxic, who's your team? Toxic, I feel like you're going to say North Carolina, so keep that to yourself. Right? I can't even see my eyeballs, man. Oh, so you're a Cavalier or a Mountaineer? You're a Cavalier. So they automatically suck. I say Michael Vick played for West Virginia. Yeah, fuck all them teams. They suck. Oh. Virginia Tech, West Virginia, Virginia, same thing. They all suck. Yeah, sucky suck. Okay, Pops, Sparky, Russ. Two other folks that are in here. If one of you could hit the like button and tell me who your college team is. Boy, look, that's the truth. That the older you get, the more fiber you gotta put in your damn body. I need this rain to quit so I can go for a walk. I can't go for a walk till later. Dang. Oh, well, Toxic, you're on mute. You're definitely on mute. Fucking Cowboys. Of all the NFL teams you have to pick, you pick those losers? I want to hear, oh, it's all Dak Prescott's fault. No, it's not. It's Jerry Jones's fault. Get rid of him. Hey, I'm going to spend $1 trillion on this fucking stupid ass stadium. Get no offensive players except for maybe 1 or 2, and spend $1 billion on defensive players who mean absolutely nothing. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. You let Zeke Elliott go instead of putting a plethora of money on your offensive line. And Zeke didn't do too bad in New England. Hey, for COVID, I'm going to get on this huge ass yacht and do a draft for my private moving house. You got Micah Pearson and absolutely nobody else on the defensive line. You got one person, Diggs, in your secondary who didn't have God on his side would be getting burnt every time. And then he said, "Hey, we're gonna let Tony Pollard get all the balls. Why? You have no offensive line." Hey man, it's hitting here. It's here, I tell you that. My best friend's kids had it like 2 or 3 times. But it's a new COVID mixed with an animal, like rhino or something like that. I don't know. Only person I get from the Cowboys is CD Lamb, but I am not touching him this year in fantasy football. Why? Because everybody's picking him up. What's up, Emily? Good morning. We talking about COVID coming back. I'm talking about this. Okay, that's not the van. What's going on there, Emily? My coffee's gone cold. I gotta get some lemon juice, man. And we're talking trash to Toxic because he's got a bum ass NFL team. I tell you, man, my lives are boring. Hey, Russ, I had to stop watching wrestling last night because they said this one guy he's the bottom and he's got to stop maneuvering on top. I was like, yeah, this is too sexual and too straight people type stuff. That's some goofy stuff there. I tried to learn what the fireman maneuver was, but I couldn't figure that shit out for nothing. Oh, who is that? Yeah, Emily, I tried to watch college collegiate wrestling, and some of the verbiage they use is questionable. That commentator said he's the bottom. I'm like, what? And then they said something, and the guy likes to be positioned on top. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I couldn't figure. I'll figure out the point system. All I know is 1, 2, 3. Toxic. It was funny. I was like, where do they get these words from? The gay dictionary? I was like, Russ, you got some explaining to do. This is the kind of sport that Russ can understand. Damn. Well, listen, rewind this back there, Sparky. And we're talking about the verbiage that they use in collegiate wrestling. Oh, Russ. What? Oh, you're the Cleveland Guardians now. I can't even take Cleveland baseball serious. I can't wait to get see. Wait a minute. Oh, you got another. Okay, you got a couple months. Yeah, they're Cleveland Guardians instead of the Cleveland Indians. Hey, Russ, Jesus takes offense to you using Guardians. What the fuck? Damn. Damn, Sparky. Well, holy shit. Hey, I'm gonna do all the prayers I can, but yeah, he just lost his freedom. Yeah, for like a year or two, and then they can put him in adult prison. He going for a while. And that's India. Is he in Indiana? A high speed chase, which is high speed, reckless driving, possession of a firearm, and you're underage. Holy shit. I bet Sparky is thinking, let me just 5 seconds in the cell with him. I beat his ass. Yes, stop raining so I can go for a walk. Dang. Damn, Sparky. Now that hurts. That hits home. I don't even know what to say to you on that one, man. Cause I know what you're thinking. It's the shoulda, woulda, couldas. I don't even know what to say on that, man. Ah, hell no. He can't stay there. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Right? Definitely. You gotta protect your own, man. Well, this is God telling him it's time to settle. It's time to sit down. And he didn't listen before. God gonna put him in a place that's gonna make him sit down. And it's gonna be very tender to sit down. That would have been your car. No. Hell no. Damn. Sparky, that's the truth though. Russ just said the truth. That would have been your shit. They don't know how good they got until they're put out on the street. You know what I mean? My parents put my ass in the military. That's how I that's how I ended up in the military. My parents put me in the military. Then I was so rebellious even after the military. I was like, fuck that, I ain't going back home. And I stayed here in Texas ever since. Hard reality, man, when you're on your own. I didn't start getting on my feet until I got in my 50s, to be honest. But hold on, you guys. Right? But you grow up when you're literally on your own. When you're literally on your own, you grow up. Oh, we'll have to get these later. Ooh. Time to clean up. This fool said he gonna live in a caravan. You right, little Russ. You right. Times are really hard, and folks just don't have money to give out. You know what I'm saying? Folks don't have money to just be giving out. Yeah, man. It don't even it don't even make no sense to own your own home no more. Property taxes are horrible. Y'all can watch me clean. Shoot, it's even gone up on everything. We all go to meet at Sparky. Sparky and I are going to drive around in his camper. Appreciate it, Crafted Mind. Damn, it's storming bad out. I might lose power. So let me go ahead and charge up this laptop because I might lose some power. But let me go ahead in this live, start charging up the laptop, make sure my phone's charged, and I'll holler at you later, players. Peace. I didn't know it was going to storm that bad.